They thought they were alone that night, 3 of them. Loud, careless, soft as prey. I'd been watching the lake long before they arrived, watching it the way you might watch an old wound that never quite healed. The nature preserve was always quiet after dark, and I liked it that way. The kind of quiet where even your own breath sounds like an intrusion. But then came the laughter, human and bright, cracking through the trees like a flare. I hadn't seen students down here in months, not since her. Their fire licked the sky, making their faces easy to read, red, shining, stupidly open. They threw bottles, told stories, slapped each other on the back. They didn't even notice when I started moving closer. Most people don't. The forest helps me. It knows my rhythm now. I move when the wind moves, stop when it dies. Every branch, every root, every sound belongs to me. When I reached the ridge overlooking their clearing, I stopped and listened. They were talking about ghosts. One of them joked that the lake was haunted, that someone drowned here years ago. The others laughed. They shouldn't have laughed. She wasn't supposed to drown. The drunk one was rolling in the leaves, howling with laughter. I waited for the sound to die, but it didn't. So I gave them something else to listen to. One soft step, then another. The leaves whispered. The sound reached them. "Shh," one said. Good. They heard me. They couldn't see me, but I could see all of them. The boy with the red cap kept glancing toward the trees. His heartbeat was so loud I swore I could taste it. Warm, fast, human. The other one started whispering, his voice trembling at the edges. They thought I was campus security. That made me smile. I circled them once, slow, deliberate. The circle always worked. It's not about what they see, but what they imagine. Fear fills the gaps the light can't reach. I've learned that the mind panics faster than the flesh. The firelight flickered and I picked up a branch. Heavy, wet with moss. I waited until their laughter started again. Nervous, brittle. And then I threw it. Hard. It landed in the middle of their little fire pit with a crack so loud it echoed off the lake. The first one screamed. The second froze. The third ran. I didn't chase the runner. There's no fun in the one who leaves first. The others, they're the ones who make it worth it. They stay, torn between curiosity and fear, between wanting to believe it's a prank and knowing it's not. He sat there, wide-eyed, his friend beside him. They whispered to each other, tried to laugh it off again. So I picked up another branch. This time I aimed. It hit him in the face, a clean, satisfying sound. I heard the wet crack of skin split open. He screamed, and I almost felt sorry for him. Almost. They ran then, stumbling through the dark, tripping over roots and stones. I followed. I always follow. Not close enough to catch, just close enough to let them know they were being hunted. The crunch of their boots mixed with the dry snap of twigs under my feet. I wanted them to hear me, to feel me closing the distance. When they reached the road, I stopped at the edge. The streetlights washed them in yellow, and for a moment I hated the way they looked. Safe, bright, untouched. I stayed in the shadows, just beyond the line where the light turned to black. They turned, and one of them saw me, a shape, a silhouette. I stepped forward into the half-light and watched him pale. Then I smiled and stepped back into the trees. I waited for them to return to their dorms. The laughter again, forced this time. I could hear it faintly even from the woods. Humans always laugh after fear, as if humor can chase it away. I don't understand that fear isn't something you escape. It's something you awaken. I stood by the edge of the trees, pacing back and forth, waiting for them to look again. They did. I made sure of it. Every time a car passed, I slipped back into the dark. Every time the light faded, I stepped out again. Like a heartbeat. There, then gone. There, then gone. Eventually, I went back to the lake. The fire was dead. Their bottles floated near the shore, clinking softly against the rocks. I picked one up. It still smelled like their laughter, cheap beer and fear. The woods were quiet again. They never came back after that night. But I did. I go there sometimes when the moon is low and the mist drifts over the water. I sit in the clearing and listen for the sound of leaves crunching under their feet. Sometimes I swear I hear it, faint, echoing, almost human. Maybe it's memory, maybe it's something else. Either way, I wait, because I know they'll come again someday. Students always do. They'll find the spot, the one that's relatively unknown, far from view, perfect for a fire. They'll bring their bottles, their laughter, their bright young faces, and I'll be there. The woods will always be mine.